Over the weekend, James Comey, former FBI director, posted a very strange and, in a way, telling meme on social media. I think this was on Comey's Instagram, and in the sand, he has in shells the number 8647. No explanation, and just the numbers by themselves. Now, people began to think about that and realized, guess what? 47 is Trump, the 47th president. What's 86? Well, as it turns out, if you look at the kind of lingo of law enforcement, but even beyond law enforcement, the number 86 is, and you can look it up yourself, what does 86 stand for? It stands for making something disappear, making something go away, getting rid of something or someone. And therefore, putting these numbers together, 8647, can be read to say, get rid of Trump. But how can you get rid of Trump when Trump has been elected through a legitimate process by the American people? You can't. You can't get rid of Trump. I suppose one could say, well, you can impeach Trump, but is a Republican Congress and a Republican Senate going to impeach Trump? Highly unlikely. So the implication here appears to be get rid of Trump some other way. But what other way is there? And surely Comey knows that Trump has already been subject to 2 attempted assassination attempts. And so there's a kind of dark undertone to these remarks, or at least to this meme put out by Comey. And so people began to say, what's going on? Comey is calling for Trump to be killed. And in fact, even Donald Trump Jr. Accepts that interpretation of what Comey did. Comey then takes down the meme and posts this bizarre message. I'm now quoting. I posted earlier a picture of some shells I saw today on a beach walk, which I assumed were a political message. I didn't realize some folks associate those numbers with violence. It never occurred to me, but I oppose violence of any kind, so I took the post down. So Comey is saying, and think of the kind of implausibility of this. He was walking on the beach. He sees these numbers on the beach, on the sand. And he doesn't know what 86 even means. And if he doesn't know what 86 even means, that means he doesn't know what the full number 8647 means. And yet, he says he decided to share it. Now, that makes absolutely no sense. If I am on the beach and I see some numbers, let's just call it 9247, I look at it and it doesn't mean anything to me. I don't even interpret 47 to mean Trump, because I would only do that if I knew what the preceding 2 numbers stood for. If I didn't know, it would just be a 4-digit number. So are you telling me that Comey seriously, quote, assumed it was a political message, but he didn't know what the message was? And this just is, this strains credulity. And in fact, can only be accepted by people who were born yesterday. So we have to agree. I think that the problem becomes even more serious because now Comey is lying about why he posted the message. He did know what it meant. He realizes now it was unwise to post it. But see, when you post a threat against the president, you can then take it down. But you've still posted the threat. As it turns out, the U.S. government appears to have gone very lightly on Comey. The Secret Service apparently had a talk with him, but as far as we know, hasn't gone any further. This is not to say that they couldn't go further, but as of now, they have not gone further. And by the way, the vulnerability of Comey is not merely to be prosecuted for threatening the life of the president. It's also for lying to the authorities. Because if you do an interview with government officials, whether it be the FBI, the Secret Service, and you lie to them I didn't know what that meant. Oh, no, I just thought it was an interesting political message, but I was unaware of what the content of that message was, so I posted it anyway. If you are found to have lied to a federal official in this manner in a criminal investigation, you can be sent to prison for lying. The lying itself is part of the accordion of federal statutes, and you can go afoul of that statute. It becomes a kind of a lying or a perjury trap. Most of us think Medicare is something to deal with someday. That's how I felt until recently. I'm 64 now, and the moment you hit that number, it begins the mailers, the robocalls, the TV ads with actors you can barely remember, and none of it makes any sense. The more I looked into it, the clearer it became. This system is not designed to be easy. Now, this is why I turned to Chapter. They walked me through everything, no pressure, no sales pitch. Chapter is independent. Their advisors compare every Medicare option out there to help you save money and remove the stress, all at no cost to you. So if you're turning 65 or even if you're over 65, do what I did. Call Chapter, get peace of mind. Dial pound 250, and when you're prompted, say Dinesh. That's the pound sign, and then 250, and then say Dinesh. Don't let Washington or big insurance make this decision for you. Take control. Call Chapter today. Go to pound 250, and when prompted, say Dinesh.